Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to take you through shell navigation, and I also want to let you know that this is specifically for ALX students, and if you find difficult navigating shell, I want to show you how that can be done. So we'll just go straight to our shell navigation, and in the project, of course, you should be able to go through this document. Ensure you read or watch these tutorials. Always look out for the resources in every project that you get to, and when you are done, there is always a quiz. Ensure you attempt your quiz and make sure everything has been done. So on getting here, this is where I'll concentrate more on how do we start our sandbox and in turn open the web terminal, which is what we're going to be using. Follow me from this step. Let's do it together. So I'll click on sandbox, get a sandbox, and because I've already created my sandbox earlier, and I've already done a whole lot of other projects in it regarding this shell navigation. I've also done something on Emacs and VI, so I will have to destroy this server. But please ensure you don't destroy your server, because when you have projects already done on the server, you won't be able to recover it. There is no backup. But for the fact that I want to do this tutorial, I have to destroy it. So I will click on run. So the server will have to start up again, and once the server is started, you will see options here. We are going to be concentrating on the WebTerm because that's what we'll use. So we'll click on WebTerm, and because I've destroyed my server, let me show you what happens. If I do a code check, you will notice that the code will not be checked out. There will be error showing that the code checker could not go through my codes or the shell script I've written earlier. So let's go back here. What did they say we should do? I'll click and drag this out so that we'll have enough space to work. So the first one said we should change our working directory to root. So we do a cd change directory /root. And hit our enter. Then let's do an ls to see what we have in the root directory. Okay, these are the files we'll have here. We'll have the empty directory, which is a directory. We have not here file. We have a file of old school. We have ready to be removed file, and we have school. So the first one said we should create a file, so cool, and it should be empty. It was being specific. Create an empty file, so cool. So we use the touch command, touch and space so_cool. So we enter. That command has been executed. So if we do an ls and see whether the command entered, we'll see the files now. So cool has been added to the list of files showing. So that means this first one is done. If we check our code, let's see if it works. So just wait for it to load, and ensure you do the code checking for all your projects. Congratulations, this actually worked, and you've done it. I believe you're following in this as well. So we'll go to the next one. The next one we have to do is to copy the file school to the temp directory. We'll just go straight and enter the command. So we do the cp command, school, and then we have to move it to tmp directory. You use a / when you want to access a directory. So this file has been copied. If we go to our tmp directory and do an ls you see that school is now inside this directory. So we'll go back to our root directory, and then the next one is we're going to change our working directory to root, which we've done, and then we'll rename this file old school to new school. Remember, we'll have old school here, so we'll have to rename it. We'll use the mv command, old_new school. So this should be properly done. If we do an ls, old school should be out, rather we'll have new school now, which means this is done correctly. Then the next one say we should move not here to right school. So we do a move command, not underscore here, and we are moving it to the TMP folder. And when we are moving it, we are also going to rename it at the same time to right underscore school. Assuming we are just to move it without changing the name, it would have been to do a move command, not here, / TMP folder. It will just move the file into the directory without changing the name to right school. But here they say we should move it and then we should also change the name. We just have to do that in one line. You can actually do this in multiple lines by doing the first move for the not here into the TMP folder, and then you go into the TMP folder and rename the file to right school. But that will be lengthy, so I'll just have to do something that is very short and straight to the point so that you don't find it difficult. We'll enter. That is executed. The next one is for us to delete the ready to be removed file. We'll say, and okay, for this not here, if we do an ls, we'll notice that not here will no longer be here. It will no longer be in this root directory. Remember, we'll have not here before, but right now we don't have not here. So we have to now do the ready to be removed, which we are going to do rm is a file. So we have to delete the file. We do an rm ready to be removed. Okay. So that is executed. If we do another ls, you notice that the file will no longer be there. Then the next one they said we should create a file. School is amazing. Create a directory. School is amazing. How do we create a directory? We use the make directory command, mkdir, and then say school is amazing. If we do an ls, school is amazing should be a directory showing up here. And then the last one, but not the least, said we should delete or we should remove the directory, empty directory. So how do we remove directory? We do rmdir empty directory. So, and that's the end of it. We've actually done all this thing. If we do an ls again, we'll notice that the empty directory should not be there. School is amazing as a directory should be created. We'll have so cool in the directory. Now, if we go to TMP directory, we should be able to list the files and see the new files added. Remember, we moved right school earlier. It's now showing up here, and then we copied school, which was the first command we did at this point. It's also showing here. So, which means we've actually done this very well. Congratulations, you've been able to achieve this, and this is actually amazing. I will see you in the next tutorial where I'll be talking about Emacs, and also I will talk about Vim in the next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope your task is now easier for you. Now we'll have to exit. Okay, when you are done with this, please don't forget this, because if you don't do this, you will not be scored. So come and do your code check on all of them. Do your code check on all. Everything should be properly checked. Everything, all of them. If you did this correctly, all your scripts should be properly marked. It should be marked done. Everything. Do it on all. Make sure you do it on all. It is only when you've done this that your mark, the 100% mark, can be given to you. If not, you will have half marks. So make sure you check your code and ensure that all these things are done. That brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching.